Hi, my name is Maria Farmer. Speaking to you, of course, from my bed. I'm not making a lot of videos, but because of some things that happened with a recent tragedy, I'd like to speak out. It's really important. I'm a federal witness and whistleblower. State, New York State witness and whistleblower. List goes on. And I'm being targeted with a Darvo campaign. And so is Virginia. And we believe it's being financed. I believe it's being financed by the Maxwells or someone with money. There's a woman who really wants to be something. And so she's using this as her like entree into being an influencer. Lying about Epstein victims. She calls us criminals and says we're headed to prison soon. That's defamation. It's not very smart. It's doing me favors. Because if she has any money, keep it up, Buttercup. Anyway, I had to hire a barrister, and I'm pissed because it's expensive. And this is all part of punishing the victim. That's what it is. It's all about punishing the victim instead of the perpetrator. You defend the perpetrator, Ghislaine Maxwell, and you defend Prince Andrew, the perpetrator. They harmed children. Did you? Is that why you defend them? Okay, so we have a felon on parole that wants to be famous, who's delusional. I can state that. It's in court filings. And he was driving a tow truck, but I never could look into him because things weren't really out there yet. So when I Googled him, nothing came up. And I just blindly believed him because he had kind of been stalking Vanity Fair and asked them to say, well, we're interviewing him. Well, in the end, they didn't interview him because guess what? They couldn't find anything real because it's all fantasy. It's fiction. Hulu couldn't find anything real. This guy weaponized me against a nice young lady at Hulu because he told me that he was being abused for being gay and for being a victim as a child. And I was going through brain radiation, believed him. Anyway, it was all done as part of this Darvo thing to create the narrative Maria's a bitch. Yeah. She's such a bitch that she gave up her whole life from the time she was 26. So she has a Sephardic disease, but she's anti-Semitic. She has a, what else? I can't keep up with all their narrative. A child abuser has written lies about me and spreads them to so many people. Just an ultimate goal. I don't think these people are paid. I don't know. But the ultimate, they're just such bad and not credible with no followers. But the few that do have followers, what's scary is these people are rabid Trump supporters. And they believe everything. And they obviously don't respect women. And so these people have my address, so we're moving. And this is my message to the probation officer. I'm going to send this today. I know justice takes a lot of time. I know it does. And I know you don't have any hand in this, but I want to make recordings in case something happens to me. I'm sending it to the DA's office that's working with me to protect me because wire fraud was committed against me by Ghislaine Maxwell's proxies. So takes time. I'm making this video, sick from bed, my fiance away because we're getting ready to move. And I'm being silenced. And I want women, not the stalkers. They're irrelevant, and they really don't matter. They just don't matter. I don't know if you can see my black eyes. I don't have on makeup. That's black circles. I have on lipstick. The red cheeks, that's like the autoimmune. It's awful. I'm making this so women know that when this is done against you, the only thing you can do is keep fighting and get louder. And so I'm going to take it, mainstream what's happened to me. But I just need to get well first. And in the meantime, I'm working with authorities to protect myself. And for some reason, there are people that don't believe this, even though I'm the person who helped put Jeffrey Epstein in prison. It's sickening. And, the little men they want to pretend that a woman couldn't have done this with girls that were harmed as teenagers, one of whom just passed away. We need to hurry. It's ridiculous.